Most people talk about poverty the wrong way. They say things like, just work harder, just grind, or just be disciplined. But poverty isn't just about effort, it's about visibility. When you grow up in poverty, you don't just lack money, you lack exposure to opportunity. You can't chase opportunities you've never seen. That's what structural poverty actually means. Your environment limits what exits you can even imagine. At the beginning of my journey, I had almost nothing. No fancy setup, no connections or a mentor. All I have is just phones. That was it. And when you start like that, the path forward isn't obvious. You don't know where the exits are. You're just trying things, guessing, failing, trying again and again and again. Then something happened. My first payout. $500. To a lot of people, $500 isn't life-changing, but to me, it changed everything. Because that money didn't just represent income, it represented possibility. For the first time in my life, my brain believed something different. Before that moment, escaping poverty felt theoretical, like something other people did. But that first payout proved something. There is a gap in the system. There is a way out. And once your brain sees that gap, you can't unsee it. But there's something nobody talks about. The loneliness. Because when you start chasing that exit, you're usually alone. No one around you understands what you're trying to do. No one is helping financially. No one is guiding you. You're figuring everything out by yourself. Every mistake, every experiment, every step forward. It's just you. And that can be extremely isolating. But sometimes, that's the price of breaking the cycle. After that first payout, something changed in my brain. I got hungry. Not for money, but for opportunity. I started looking for more gaps, more openings, more ways to build something. And eventually, that $500 snowballed into $2,000. And the first thing I did with that momentum was reinvest. I bought a PC, about $1,000. For a lot of people, that's just a purchase. For me, it was infrastructure. It meant I could do more, create more, build faster. But here's the important part. Buying that PC wasn't the finish line. It was the second lap. Breaking the poverty cycle doesn't happen in one moment. It happens in layers. One breakthrough, then another, then another. But the hardest part is always the first one. Because before that moment, your brain doesn't believe escape is possible. After that moment, you start seeing the exits everywhere. And this is where Gen Z actually has an advantage. We grew up in the internet era. Opportunities are no longer locked behind geography, or expensive degrees, or corporate ladders. All you need now is access to the internet and the willingness to learn, which is exactly how I started, with nothing but a phone. I'm still on the journey. I haven't escaped yet. But I've seen the gap, I've seen the exit, and once you see it, you can't go back to believing there isn't one. So if you're starting from nothing, understand this. Breaking the cycle is possible, but the first breakthrough is the hardest one.